Today I have a video that I wanted to share with you. This is a new video that's been released by the internal security forces of Syria. Now, it's an important note to mention here. Previously, for the last 10 years I've been here, I could never share these videos with you. There's been a lot of videos like this coming out from the government here, previously known as the Salvation Government, previously known as Jabhat al-Nusra or HTS and so forth. Because previously the entity here, the authorities here were under prescribed terrorist organizations and so forth. Alhamdulillah, after the freeing of Syria, that's all been lifted. So now we can share these videos on our platform, something we could never do before without getting blocked and shut down and so forth. I'm really excited to share this video with you because for me it's something very personal to me. I mean, one of the reasons I came out here, I remember is in 2012 when I first was seeing the videos coming out of Syria, and all of us saw those videos. We saw the massacres happening in late 2011, early 2012. Amongst the videos, some of the videos that really affected me was seeing our young sisters being picked up on checkpoints, being kidnapped and taken into very dark places. And I don't even want to let your imagination think about what used to happen to these sisters in these horrible prisons. And all of us were campaigning and making dua for specifically our sisters that were being picked up by the Shia militia, that were being picked up by the Assad regime and the Hizb al-Shaitan and all of these people. And subhanAllah, the stories are too many. And I remember that over the 10 years we've been here, there was a lot of brothers campaigning. There was a lot of people working behind the scenes to free these sisters, you know, paying huge amounts to free them, the ones that survived the horrific torture and so forth. And even the sisters that came out were severely damaged after the brutal treatment they went through under this regime. So today I'm sharing with you this video that was released, I believe just a few days ago, by the internal security forces of them, alhamdulillah, after they freed and opened up all these prisons, brothers and sisters and everyone, alhamdulillah, Fatah min Allah, were freed. And now they went on a hunt trying to find those people that were responsible for kidnapping and torturing the prisoners. Now, of course, because of cultural sensitivity, there's a lot they're not going to share with you. And even some of the horrific stories of what happened to the sisters, I mean, people won't even talk about it. And very unlikely you'll hear about it in publicly because of the culture here. You know, we try to preserve the honor of our sisters, but you can imagine what happened to them. But here is just going to give you a glimpse of the minimal that we can really share of what used to happen in these prisons, specifically Zadnaya prison. Zadnaya prison was one of the most horrific prisons that our brothers and sisters were put in. So let's watch this video, and I'm going to give you my thoughts as we go through it. We've put the video through AI and translated it so you can understand it. There might be mistakes, so there's a quick translation. But this video was originally shared in Arabic. So it's a quick translation. I'm going to try to give you my thoughts on the video. So let's watch this video, inshallah.
إننا في قوى الأمن الداخلي كنا وما زلنا العين الساهرة على أمن الوطن والمواطن.
فرجوني على سجن صيدنايا. أنا اتغصبت 9 سنوات
وأنا شاركت بأعدام.
هناك أماكن لا تذكر في الحكايات ولا ترسم على الخرائط ولا تنسى في الكوابيس.
710
ما هدروه منطقة الكلف.
الحقيقة أنا داود من ريف حمص الغربي خربة تينو.
أنا رمضان علي عيسى من ريف حمص خربة تينو. فرست على سجن صيدنايا ب1/7/2019. اجت الموافقة على 227 فرع المخابرات الجوية مشان انزل على محكمة الميدان. بعد فترة اجانا حكم اعدام 6 اشخاص وانا شاركت باعدام.
كنت اخدم بسجن صيدنايا.
Just to make clear, I mean, translation isn't great. So these guys are prison guards or people that were responsible for torturing our brothers and sisters inside the Zadnaya prison. Now they've been captured by the new government, by our brothers. They've been captured, and you can be sure they're going to be put to justice, inshallah. But so these guys are now talking about some of the things that they were involved in while working for the Bashar al-Assad regime, and what they were doing to our Sunni brothers and sisters that were being picked up and put in these prisons. So, this stuff is quite graphic. If it's a bit difficult for you, I might ask you to just tune away right now, because some of the information might be a bit graphic and very upsetting. So just a warning before we continue. So if you find this kind of content difficult, you might want to tune away.
بسجن صيدنايا الأحمر.
خدمت فيه سنة و6 شهور.
كانوا لا يكتفون بالأوامر بل يتلذذون بالألم، عيونهم جامدة وقلوبهم كالصخر، وكأن الرحمة لم تطرق أبوابهم يوما.
كنا ناخذ العالم على الغرفة ونعلقهم بالجنازة، كنا ننوب عليهم 5 أو 6 أشخاص، نضل نقتلهم لحتى يموتوا. في منهم كنا ناخذهم على المفردة نتركهم 4 5 أيام من دون أكل وشرب، مشان بس نعدمهم ما يطلع ريحتي.
وقت تنفيذ حكم الإعدام كنا نشغل الشوفاجات لأنه صوت الشوفاجات هو عالي فبيغطي على صوت الصياح. أكبر عدد شفته بالجنزير 200 شخص. كان يتم تنفيذ حكم الإعدام فين، بنحطهم بالسيارات وياخذوها على مشفى حرستا يحطوا لي الأرقام وأنا نعرف بقى شو بصير.
بالطابق السفلي كنا نسمع صوت مواقف اللي ينزلون على الإعدام.
كان ملازم يجي.
Wow, subhanallah. I'm just watching this now. So they're talking about how they would starve the detainees until they were like, you can imagine, like bones, and then they would bring them out and torture them until they would eventually kill them. And then they talk about they would take them to a particular hospital, and they've mentioned this hospital by name. SubhanAllah, it's the same hospital I'm working in right now. Just to imagine this place that he mentions, Mashfa Harasta. SubhanAllah, they used to take it and use it. It was a part of the torture network, the part of the crimes they used to carry out. Now is a hospital. Now, alhamdulillah, Fadl min Allah would convert into a place that brings life and gives healing and so forth. And alhamdulillah, we're actually expanding the intensive care unit, and we're actually bringing the hospital back to life so that it can be and fulfill what it was actually built for, to be a vehicle of help for the people, not a place of torture for the people. So now they're talking about, how many people they used to kill at once. This guy saying he used to kill about 200 people, used to have them shackled and take them out at a time to kill them. And subhanAllah, we've seen these horrific pictures of skeleton-like bodies all over courtyards with numbers on their heads. Remember those videos? They were called the what files? I forgot now, it leaves me now. When they were sneaked out and all of us saw it. And these are the kind of people that were responsible for doing this to our brothers and sisters.
يعطي إبرة الموقوف المريض، بعد ربع ساعة يكون مات الموقوف. شوف في جوات الإبرة أبعرة.
يمشون في الممرات الثقيلة، يتفقدون أجسادا مهدورة لا ليرفعوا بها، بل ليجدوا موضعا آخر يجلدونه.
110 تعالوا لحوار.
بسنة 23 الشهر الثاني خدنا 130 واحد على عدين، قتلناهم وجبنا السيارة، خلينا المساجين يحملوين وخدناهم على مشفى تشري. كنت قدم طلب لمدير السجن من قبل مساعد محمد إبراهيم يجيب لنا بنات لعندي نقتص بين ونقتلين. أنا اغتصبت 9 بنات، كل فترة كنت أطلب من مساعد مدير السجن يجيب لي بنات لعندي على غرفة نقتص بين ونقتلين.
صيدنايا ليس سجنا بل مقبرة الأرواح الحية.
I mean, this stuff is just too difficult for me to watch, and I don't want to force you guys to watch all of this with me. I think we share this as a separate video, but I just want to discuss some of the things. I mean, subhanAllah, like for me, it's too difficult to watch them talking about or even mention what they would do to our sisters. That's something very sensitive for me. And subhanAllah, seeing these videos in 2012 is what made me leave my career and everything in the UK and come out here. I remember it was in early 2012, I was seeing these videos and I was hearing the screams of our sisters, and I was like, why am I such a coward sitting in the luxury of my home in the UK while our sisters are literally calling out for help? A lot of people have different reasons for coming out here. Some people want to take over the world, some people want to, have this global jihad, some people have whatever ambition. And for me, I'm going to be straight with you, for me, I came out here because I heard my sister screaming and wanting help. Me as a medic, me as a man, me as a warrior, me as a soldier, me as a mujahid, I saw my sister screaming, help us, where is the ummah? And I felt I had to answer that call, to come and lift the shackles of the ummah, to free the prisoners, specifically the sisters. Now, a lot of you might criticize me for that. A lot of you might say, what's that about? It's not about that. It's about implementing Sharia. It's about raising the Khilafah. It's about... This will happen. This will happen with my help or without my help. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has promised us that it will happen. But for me, on an individual level, as a doctor, as a medic, I'm not a fighter. Let's be clear. You know, I'm not a politician. I'm a doctor. For me, my individual jihad was to come and help in my capacity. And one of the main things was to free the sisters, to allow the ummah to go back to the homes. You know, there was ethnic cleansing going on of Sunnis. They're being wiped out from all the areas of Syria, pushed out. Shia militia were coming in, taking over their homes, taking over the land. You know, you had Alawites coming and taking the property of the Sunni Muslims. Alhamdulillah, I don't care what you say about the current government, I couldn't care less. But I can tell you one thing for sure, that they done something that the whole world couldn't get together and do, and that's freeing the sisters from the prisons. They done it by the permission of Allah. Whatever you think about them, you have to admit they're owed some respect for doing that. Freeing our sisters from the prisons, freeing them from the daily torture. SubhanAllah, some of the stories that touched me was like, I saw a video of a sister come out of prison, and the first videos I remember, I was sitting in Damascus on the first day of the freeing of Damascus, and I saw the videos of our sisters coming out, and there was one sister that said, where am I going to go? You know, yeah, I'm free, but free for what? Like, I remember one of the sisters was saying something like, you know, she got picked up and kidnapped when she was like 18 or something. And now she's like, what, 32, she's got 4 kids that she doesn't know who the fathers are, the amount of torture and rape she went through. And where is she going to go now? Who's going to accept her? What is she going to go back to? So when you understand what the Ummah was going through here, then you understand that whatever means necessary, it was needed to stop this torture, and it was needed for the displaced Ummah to be able to go back to their home. And now, by the permission of Allah, the Sunni population have gone back to the home. And after tens, if not hundreds of years, the Ahl Sunnah are in Damascus, that the Umayyad Masjid is in the hands of the Ahl Sunnah. So my brothers and sisters, whatever you see of the politics, know that not everything is what it seems, and know that there's steps to victory. And by the permission of Allah, we're on the right track. If you compare a year ago to now, compare 10 years ago to now, compare 100 years ago to now, know that, alhamdulillah, things are moving in the right direction. So I'm going to stop this video here because it's quite brutal and the descriptions get worse. I'm not going to share it. I'm not going to show you all of it. But I'm going to share you a link where you can watch all of it. I'm going to give you give a shout out to my good friend Abdul Samad Daghel. He's got the whole video on his platforms. You can go and watch it. And if you want translated video or so forth, we'll try to upload it somewhere and give you the link for it. So anyway, I wanted to know what your thoughts are on this. I was hoping to do a reaction on the whole video, but I'm going to stop here because I don't want to put you through this torture, and I don't want to put myself through it. It is so difficult for me. If you have a bit of a heart, you would understand that this stuff is very hard to watch, very hard to process. But let's end on a good note. Alhamdulillah, these criminals are being hunted. There are special units of brothers with the sole task of hunting these criminals down one by one and bringing them to justice, for them to face the punishment in this world and a greater punishment in the hereafter. So let's end on that good note. Alhamdulillah, all the prisons have been opened and these prisons have all been emptied. Alhamdulillah, and the criminals are being put to justice one by one.